Hari Om to everyone else. Hari Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Om Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namam Chinmaya Devam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam
এই রেকর্ডিং বন্ধ এখন
Sutra Bhashya Krito Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagini Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Tunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sangha Padakramo Vanishadaihi Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantana Sugam Yasyantam Navidussura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Deva Maheshwaraha Gurureva Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chinmayayati Sasya Gurum Vande Tapovanam Tam Himavat Vibhutim Vai Jnana Vairagya Rupinam Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Satgurum Brahmavidvaram. So, today we will start directly from 8th verse Damah kaha, damah kaha, bahya indriya nigraha, bahya indriya nigraha, kaha damaha. What is dama? Dama is a particular terminology in Sanskrit. So dama means external sense control. It's the literal meaning. External sense control. So it is telling Chakshuradi Bahya Indriya Nigraha. It is the control or mastery over eyes and other external organs. Now, I will relate it with Sama. See, the eyes and ears are only external instrument of seeing, hearing. But the organs actually are inside. Have you thought over it ever? If the organs are destroyed by any means, if the eyes or the ears be there, it's true, but that externally we can't see or we can't hear. But a blind also dreams. So in order to control the mind, we must first be able to control these organs. Regarding this Shama and Dhamma, controlling over the mind or mastery over the mind and mastery over the senses, I have seen that many acharyas are telling Dhamma should be first, then Shama. Some acharyas are telling Shama and Dhamma, Shama will be first and Dhamma will be second. But most of the acharya are in the same plane that Shama and Dhamma should be practiced together. So, Shama consists in not allowing the mind to externalize, and Dhamma is checking the external instruments. If we were perfectly dead to ourselves, I'm trying to quote from Imitation of Christ. It's a wonderful book. If you ever get a chance, please read. There is no connection with Christianity. So from imitation of Christ, I'm quoting something else. There it is written, if we were perfectly dead to ourselves and in no way entangled in worldly things, then we could be able to relish divine things and experience something of heavenly contemplation. What a wonderful thought, wonderful prayer. The sense organs are situated in the subtle body actually. The instrument ears are external thing. Eyes are external instrument like spectacles. But actually the sense organs are inside in the subtle body. When a person dies, only external instrument falls. But the subtle body, along with the causal body, goes out and takes another body. This is our Vedantic belief. So, along with the subtle body, go all the sense organs and organs of action also. That is why you will find sometimes we have no control in our mind what we are thinking. We may be in the ashram in a completely tranquil place where no sound, yet there is inner disturbances. This is because of the vasanas of the mind, past impression in the mind, which we were or we are carrying since many lives. One person renounced the whole world, his family, friends, back, all the wealth and everything else. He went to Himalayas for meditation, tapasya, austerity. And he landed to Haridwar and started doing meditation. But Haridwar is crowded. Millions of people come for a pilgrimage over here. So he thought that Haridwar is not better place for me. So he went to Uttarkashi. Uttarkashi is little less crowded than Haridwar. But there also he found some sound. Then he went to Gangotri. There also little people are there. Then he went to Gomukh, the source of river Ganga, where there is nobody else. He started doing meditation. But the sound of Ganga river, Mother Ganga, is there a little bit. He felt disturbed. Then he went up to the hill. There is one tapovan, very up high. There I have seen one Bengali Amma used to do tapasya for many years alone. where you will take 3 days to walk, not a single village. In Gomukh also there is no village. No people, nothing else. No tree. There Amma is sitting and meditating. And how compassionate she was. Whoever used to visit, very less people could visit there. Very, because it's a very tough place for the trekkers also. But she used to offer us tea, some breakfast. There only 4 months people could go. 8 months there all the roads are closed because of the ice and snow. Temperature goes below minus 40 degrees centigrade. Amma was alone over there. So what about our perspective is different today? So the thing is that meditator went to Tapovanam. There was no river sound, but some air was blowing. So he started going up. Suddenly he saw a Swami. Swami told, "Oh my child, where are you going?" "I'm going up for meditation." The Swami asked, "What happened here? Why can't you meditate over here?" Then he narrated the whole story, that there is always kichir, 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 kichir sound is going on. I can't concentrate. साधु ने बोला, बेटा अपना मन का किचिर किचिर पहले दूर करो, बाहर में तो ऐसे ही स्टॉप हो जाएगा. The monk told, "Oh my child, oh my dear son, stop the sound, stop the noise of your mind. That is reflecting outside. What we see, that is the reflection of our mind only. Otherwise, in same thing, how a person sees only the worst thing and how others get happy." After listening this class, someone maybe in the corner of the world becomes very upset, very unhappy, very confused. But others are very happy that, oh, Divakar ji has told the exact thing what I wanted to know. But others may be confused. This is because of the past impression of the mind. The mind is so restless, full of ego that I know everything else. There is nothing else to know. So in Upanishad also says like that, that what is there by which knowing, no need to know. And an egoistic person, mainly they are sentimental, emotion biased person, they also think that I know everything else. They can't leave their old thing. They can't leave their baggage and luggage. The usefulness of a cup is its emptiness. As much as the cup will be empty, it will be more useful. We can't make our mind empty. We are not ready. We are not eager. We are biased, we are burdened with our thinking process, burdened with our old vasanas, impressions. We love to carry it. We love to carry it. That, and we try to protect our old thought. We are not ready to listen to the new thinking process. Always compare with my old knowledge and gets confused. Shama and Dhamma says about that. The thing is that fourfold sadhana, the practice, will help an individual to attain liberation. Vivek and Vairagya, discrimination and dispassion for the result of action, dispassion for the object over here, and dispassion over the thinking that I will be happy after my death in heaven also. That proper dispassion guided by the discrimination can be practiced in a better way if I am having this sixfold inner wealth. I know everything. When I listen, then it my inner mind says, "Are, what are you telling? I know everything else. I know everything else. I know everything else." But I don't know how to apply it, where to apply it, when to apply it. That discrimination, dispassion will guide us in that moment. Otherwise, the warriors, a troop of warriors, have very intelligent weapon, but they don't know how to operate it. What is the use of those weapons? Those are like garbage. Suppose any film actor, very famous film actor, who is very arrogant, but in film, he has got a role of a beggar. He or she is the perfect actor who can perform his role in a proper way. And if he wants to play it in the best way, he or she has to forget about his past in regards with the present role. If a wise person also, realized person also, I was studying Akhandanandaji Maharaj yesterday, and he's telling a Brahmajnani, a realized soul also, can't mingle with the world after knowing the supreme truth also. If he is not well versed, well practiced in fourfold practice, in discrimination, dispassion, and controlling of mind and senses, controlling of, then he can mingle over that. So the thing is, if he has not mastery over the mind, again there will be pooling of world. Even after attaining the knowledge, Swami Akhandanandaji was telling, if the mind has so much things to run after the object, if the mind has so much tendency to run after the object and always trying to get pleasure, sukham, from the external object, though he knows and he has studied that happiness is not the external thing, but if he doesn't have the proper discriminating faculty, viveka, and this passion, nothing will happen. That is why the shama is verily needed. Whereas, what is chakshuradi vahyendriya? What are sense organs? So, the sense organs are 10 mainly. The 5 sense organs or organs of knowledge, that is eyes, ears, nose, skin and tongue, and 5 organs of action, that is 2 hands, 2 legs, organ of or genitals, organs of excretion, and speech, organ of speech. So, if at mental level I can't control, like shama is difficult for me, then I have to start with dhamma first, controlling in the physical level. Senses are like the horses. As we tame the horse, likewise we have to control the horses. We have to control our mind. So, if shama is difficult for anyone else, mind control, nobody knows about what is mind control, where is the mind's exact position is, then it's better for them to start with dhamma, controlling over the senses. But you know, dhamma we are having. Suppose a salesman, a perfect good salesman, always smiles, always. Whenever anyone tells about his product, some wrong thing, some harsh words, yet he or she smiles. That is the example of Dhamma. From our childhood, in Indian context I'm telling, unknowingly we are taught Dhamma, controlling of senses. that until and unless the puja is not over, the worship of God is not over, there is no food. There is no food. Or in spiritual life, I can tell about my family, that there should be in the morning, has to take bath, has to go puja room, has to sit for half an hour at least. Then you will get any food particles. Even today, suppose in all sadhu sampradaya, monks lineage, or this body, Divakar Chaitanya also follows the same rule, that when the food will be served, Gita 15th chapter will be finished, Brahmarpanam should be chanted. Otherwise, Divakar will not get a particle of food. How much he is hungry, the food will be in front of Divakar, and Divakar has to chant the whole 15th chapter, Brahmarpanam, Annapurna Stotram, then Divakar gets food. Dhamma that Divakar has learned from his Guru Parampara. So, that Shama and Dhamma, mastery over mind and mastery over the senses, it will not be overnight. Regular practice is needed. Regular practice. In 6th chapter, Bhagavan is saying in 6th chapter, 35th sloka, in last line, Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. Abhyasa, regular practice. Regular practice is needed in our spiritual life. That today I will control my senses, not tomorrow. And in a fixed particular time, that's this particular time, I will sit. For the busy person, someone asked that what is your daily routine? I told I have fixed time that when I will use my mobile phone. That in 1 hour in a day or 2 hours in a day in a particular time, I will use, because I have realized I am not such an important person that if I don't use mobile phone, the world will be stopped. So make a routine in your life accordingly. Then everything will be solved. So the thing is, from the beginning of the creation up to dissolution, a personality goes from body to body and suffer endlessly because the sense organs experience the world repeatedly and bring desire to the mind. They lead. Actually, our senses are the doors of distraction. They lead, rather mislead us to their respective objects, convincing us that the objects like smell, taste, touch, sight, and sound are eternal and pleasure producing. They convince us that happiness is an external object, external factor. That happiness is in the ice cream. The happiness is in the movie. They convinced us. But we are deceived. The yogi, the practitioner of yoga, the sage, who sits in meditation, closes the eyes. The moment eyes are closed, half of the problem is solved. Because the yogi cuts himself off from the world altogether. If he can similarly master closing the ears, skin, tongue and nose, restraining them, sublimating them with a proper understanding, with a proper friendship with them, he has mastered the sense organs. Swami Turiyanandaji was a great Vedanta and had the total control over the mind and senses. His disciple wrote the life story of Swami Turiyanandaji, that one day what happened, Turiyanandaji had some skin disease like carbuncle, herpes. Skin disease, very, very painful. Deadly pain. Maharaj could not bear it. So doctor advised him that we need an operation and it will be an hour-long operation. But Maharaj or Swami Turiyanandaji did not want anesthesia. He told, I am the conscious being. Why you need anesthesia to make me unconscious? What you need? What is the purpose of anesthesia? He started teaching to the doctor that our mind is verily attached with our all sense organs. That is why we get all such pain and pleasure. But if we can withdraw our mind from the respective sense organs, there is no problem. Doctor was surprised. Is it possible? He told, yes, I'm assuring you. And really operation started. It was near about 2 hours. Deep-rooted sore was there. Maharaj told, just before starting your operation, please inform me. Swami Turiyanandaji was lying down, putting the belly on the bed. Doctor started operation. The disciple told, I have seen in my own eyes, I have witnessed. The doctor is crying while operation is going on. That how is it possible? Operation was over and the disciple got the instruction from the Swami. Swami got up. He saw the doctor is crying. After 2 days, doctor again came to check. And when suddenly the doctor touched the back of Swami, Swami was like that. Oh, oh. He became horrified in the pain. On that time, doctor started laughing. Are you kidding with me? I did operation for 2 hours and you were just quiet as if nothing happened, and today I just touched the back and you were started doing like this. What happened? He smiled and told that, oh my doctor friend, now my whole mind is there in my body. I'm completely attached with that. On that time, I withdrew my mind from my skin, from the respective place. So that is the better example of Dhamma. So the wise one control their senses, bring them back towards the truth. Such a control is called Dhamma. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna has compared it with a tortoise, Kurmanganiva. That how, if any sorts of glimpse a tortoise gets, that any trouble is coming, the tortoise withdraws his everything else inside the shell. It sucks its limbs inside. So does the yogi control all his senses and mind. Without Dhamma, one cannot hope of controlling the mind. The first stage is control of the senses, and then comes controlling the inner sense organ, the mind. So the thing is, the one with control over the mind, Shama, control over the senses is natural. It is true. If Shama is well versed, Dhamma is natural. There is no external effort is needed. But Dhamma has individuality also. Suppose when one loses control over the mind, yet retains control over the senses, that is Dhamma. Means individuality also there, individual existence also there of Dhamma. For example, one may get angry but refrain from using harsh words. The senses are extrovert by nature, like wild horses. But continuously, if we try to tame it, like like wild horses, they run after their respective sense objects simultaneously or sequentially, but continuously. never allowing the mind to remain at peace. The tongue wants to taste spicy food or my liked food, or keep on talking, keep on talking. The eyes want to watch television or something else, my favorite movie, WhatsApp, Messenger, Facebook, Twitter. The hands are restless, and so on. The senses thus do not discriminate between the good and the pleasant, but entertain the mind with the unwanted and unhealthy perceptions. The process of training the senses is called Dhamma. As a real master tames his horse, wild horse. A life of discipline and healthy habits helps to control the senses. One must train the senses to follow good habits or exercise control. Even when provoked or tempted. For example, a well brought up child never use some bad words, never expose barely nakedly. Maybe he knows the bad words, but still he is having the control over the mind. If the senses are controlled by force or fear, the mind revolts or keep brooding over pleasures. Many people keep thinking more of food on the day of they observe fasting, which is perhaps why some feast the day after they fast. Control of the sense means Dhamma should aid control of the mind, Shama, and the vice versa. Sri Sadananda Yogindra Saraswati, author of the famous book Vedanta Saraha, famous Advaitic text. He writes, Shama means Tavat Sravanadi Vyatirikta Vishayabhyaha Manasaha Nigrahaha. What does it mean? Shama means, it's a wonderful exponent, explanation. Please listen. That what is Shama? Shama means Sravanadi Tavad Vyatirikta Vishayabhya Manasaha Nigraha. The controlling over the mind, restraining the mind, unengage the mind from everything else except Sravan. listening to the holy discourses with full heart and brain and mind. Except mananam, thinking over the thought, and nididhyasan, contemplation, means withdrawing the mind from everything else except the conducive factors of jnana sadhana, the spiritual practice. According to him, what is damaha? Bahya indriyanam tat vyatirikta vishayavyaha nivartanam. Dhamma means the same thing he has explained, that to withdraw the senses from everything else, from their respective objects, except which is conducive for their spiritual practices. That is according to Vedanta Sara. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahisha O Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha Prithvi Sasya Shalini Desho Yam Kshovarahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kasyid Dukkha Bhaga Bhavet Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya Aviravirmayedhi Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Hari Om to everyone.
Hari Om. Hari Om, Swamiji.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om, Swamiji.
And thank you.
Thank you for what?
Thank you for the lovely discourses.
Nothing is mine. I have studied, I have heard from gurus. All are my guru's grace. I'm the instrument.
But you convey
Getting it from you.
you convey
Pen, believe me, always nod my head and write down what the writers want.
But
So-
you are conveying it to us.
That
Very-
keep in your mind if you have any respect for that. But I know I am the big zero and I look beautiful because one is behind me. That is my Guru Parampara. Everything is of my Guru. Nothing, if anything wrong I tell in the discourse, please believe me, that is possessed by me. That is solely the owner is mine. But all the good things you are learning, this is the grace of Gurudev and all my acharyas. Hari Om.
Hari Om.